Hello everyone. I guess that, and I hope also that now you are miracle manifestors. Yes, all of you who have been attend. Just a minute. Yes. Hello everyone. I hope that all of you are becoming miracle manifestation magnets now. Why this? Because if you are attending these sessions for last 20 to 22 days, then obviously you go into that zone of gratitude and you start thinking and believing that gratitude works wonders for you. And how does that happen? You raise your frequency, you raise your vibration, you create those thoughts of thankfulness, and you go ahead in life without thinking about what life throws at you. राइट हो सकता है आपके जीवन में बहुत सारी अच्छी परिस्थितियां हैं, और ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि आपके जीवन में कुछ ऐसी परिस्थिति है जो आपको पसंद नहीं है, या जिसकी वजह से आप थोड़े डिसएम्पावर हो जाते हो। लेकिन कोई भी परिस्थिति हो, अगर आप कृतज्ञता के प्रैक्टिस में है तो डेफिनेटली यू विल गेट अ ब्रेक थ्रू, और आपका सिचुएशन का आउटकम जो है वो उसका क्वालिटी इंप्रूव हो जाएगा। मे बी इन द नॉर्मल सिनेरियो योर ओल्ड सेल्फ used to get irritated or depressed, but now at least you will come to that zone of neutral feeling, if not joy. राइट तो आज का जो चैप्टर है दैट इज बिफोर योर वेरी आईज। इसका मतलब ये है कि टर्न योर ड्रीम्स, मैनिफेस्ट योर ड्रीम्स इनटू रियलिटी। तो हमारे सपनों की सूची तो बड़ी लंबी होती है, एंड वी हैव मेनी ड्रीम्स टू फुलफिल, एंड इफ वी डोंट हैव ड्रीम्स देन लाइफ इज एब्सोल्युटली अनइंटरेस्टिंग, बोरिंग and plain. Whatever age you are in, if you don't have a dream, then you don't have zest for life. अगर आप छोटे बच्चों से बात करें तो उनका ड्रीम बहुत ही छोटा हो सकता है, टू टेस्ट अ पर्टिकुलर चॉकलेट, या आप थोड़े बड़े बच्चों से बात करेंगे तो उन्हें कोई एक्टिविटी में इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है। कुछ बच्चे ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि दे वांट टू अर्न मोर मार्क्स इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एग्जाम, and then when you become an adult, you start living your own life, then you want to manifest a good job, then an understanding, empathetic and loving life partner, and then you start dreaming about your children and their future. And when you feel that now my children are married and everything is well settled, still there are some dreams that are keeping you alive and that are making you feel excited for the next day. And if there is no dream, then there is no target. If there is no target, then you will feel purposeless. What do you do everything for? And that's why today's chapter, manifest your dreams into into reality, is talking about those four main principles. And out of that, the first principle is think. So author is going to ask us to first think about our desires. Now that we have already written our list of desires and dreams, we know what we want. So if we know what we want, it is very important that we believe in that list. For example, if a person is earning 1 lakh per month, and then that person thinks that if there is no limit to what I can think, let me desire about earning 1 crore a month. So in the world of manifestation, anything is possible and everything is possible. But if you start thinking about 1 crore one per month for a person who is earning 1 lakh per month, the most important question is, does that person believe in it? Does that person believe in his or her ability to do that? For a person who is earning 10 crores a month, for him, 1 crore per month is like a losing game, right? So every person is vibrating at a different frequency. So it is very important that if you think about something, if you think about having something, you must be able to believe in it. If you think about a certain dream and you don't believe in it, then there are very less chances that this will get manifested into reality. Then third step is, first is thinking, then second step is believe, and then third step is acceptance. What is acceptance? Acceptance means If you want to earn a lot of money, if you want to lose a lot of weight, and you want to create that ideal body shape and ideal feeling inside your mind about your body, or ideal energy level, or maybe you want to have really loving and understanding relationship with your life partner or any other person in your family or life, maybe your parent, child, or friend, then the most important thing is the road to achieve that goal is not always going to be smooth, because because the laws of the universe say that if there is something which is now good in your life, then there are chances that just according to, if you have seen the ECG, our heart rate is always like this. It is in zigzag. It is never a straight line. And when is it a straight line? It is a straight line when a person dies, right? That means life is full of ups and downs, ups and downs. So if you think that now my life situations are going to be the same all the time, no, this is not the truth. The reality is that if you experience ups, you're going to experience the lows. If you are experiencing lows, then you're going to experience the ups in life. So when you accept that up and down is a part of life, it is a part and parcel of living, it is a part and parcel of being here alive on this earth, then you will not get shocked by anything that happens in your life, right? So acceptance is an extremely important step. Accepting that there will be hurdles, there will be obstacles, but I believe in myself, I believe in my abilities, and so I am going to move ahead with utmost gratitude. And why so? Because when I am in gratitude, then I experience more and more peace, and I experience more and more prosperity. So how does that happen? Now, the fourth step is manifest. What is manifest? Manifest means when you think, you believe, then you accept, and then you manifest. In your mind, if you believe that whatever I have thought about something, it's already a reality, and now I'm living that life, then your vibrational frequency is matching with your dream. Now manifestation becomes very easy. So these are the 4 steps in the process of manifestation. So don't you ever think that manifestation is just about thinking and having. No, it is not like that. So in the next, in today's chapter, what we are going to see is the same concept. The author has really given us simplified language and very simple examples. Even if there were so many obstacles in her life and a huge debt, still she takes it easy. So let's see how she has manifested her dreams. I hope you can see my screen now. Yes. So before your very eyes, the picture is about a rabbit who is in a hat. So अगर आपको याद होगा, हम जब छोटे थे तो कोई ना कोई हमने मैजिक शो देखा था, करेक्ट? एंड एट दैट टाइम दिस ट्रिक वाज वेरी कॉमन एंड फेमस. सो मैजिशियन क्या करता था कि एक जादू की छड़ी होती थी, और जैसे ही घुमाता था तो हैट में पहले तो कुछ नहीं था, और बाद में उसमें से खरगोश बाहर आता है. So author wants to use this analogy to make you believe that your dreams can turn into reality just like this trick. So इन्हें ये कहना है कि अगर आपके पास जादुई छड़ी है, जादुई छड़ी का मतलब अगर आपके पास कृतज्ञता की शक्ति है, if you have that power of gratitude, then you can turn every dream into reality. लेकिन अभी इसी पिक्चर में एक कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी थॉट भी है. ऐसा मत सोचो कि आपके पास जादुई छड़ी है, आपने घुमाई और आपको जो चाहिए वो मिल जाएगा। उसकी अदर साइड ऑफ द कॉइन ये है कि एक्सेप्ट एंड टेक इंस्पायर्ड एक्शन टुवर्ड्स योर ड्रीम्स। अगर आप जो चाहते हैं उसकी तरफ एक्शन लेने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, यू वांट टू हैव एक्सट्रीमली लविंग रिलेशनशिप्स बट देन यू डोंट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड योर द अदर पर्सन। आपको बहुत सारे पैसे कमाने हैं लेकिन आप सिर्फ सोच रहे हैं ये सोचकर कि शायद मेरी लॉटरी लग जाए, बट यू डोंट वांट टू work towards it. You don't want to build any business, you don't want to work for having a better job, you don't want to take any efforts towards it. Then it is not possible for you to manifest, because आपका बिलीव तभी स्ट्रांग होता है जब आप एक्शन लेते हैं। सो थिंक और बिलीव ये जो है दो सिर्फ शब्द नहीं है, इसके अंदर पूरा सार छुपा हुआ है। सो द ऑथर वांट्स टू से दैट the contradictory side of the coin is that if you don't take action, then don't expect such kind of results. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't accept the whole package of your dreams, इसका मतलब ये है अगर आप कुछ बड़ा काम करना है, if you want to achieve a big dream, then there are going to be
काय
excuse me just a minute.
जाऊन आलंय भाज्या आणल्या मी सगळे एपीएमसी जाऊन.
So if you want to manifest your dreams, if you want to achieve great and bigger things in your life, then you have to accept whatever it is, and you have to accept that even if there comes obstacle, I am going to be in gratitude. Because when you are in the zone of gratitude, then you are easily able to raise your frequency, focus on your solutions, and move ahead. This world, after all our science and sciences, is still a miracle. Wonderful, inscrutable, magical, and more to whosoever will think of it. Thomas Carlyle, writer and historian. ये पूरी जो दुनिया है यही अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा मिरेकल है। और अगर आप छोटे बच्चों के नजरिए से अगर इस दुनिया की तरफ देखते हैं तो आपको दिखेगा कि एक पौधे का उगना और उसमें फल फूल या पत्ते लगना, ये भी एक बहुत बड़ी जादू है। आप देखेंगे कि रोज हमें सूरज के दर्शन होते हैं और रोज एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे अंधेरा भी होता है, ये भी एक जादू है। आपके लाइफ में जितने भी लोग हैं, आपके पेरेंट्स हैं या आपके फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं, जो भी है, वो आपके लाइफ में आए हैं और आपको इतना सारा प्यार देते हैं, ये भी तो एक बड़ा जादू ही है। सो आपके आसपास everything is filled with miracle, but what is required is proper vision. अगर आप अपने नजरिए में कुछ miracles की होप रखते हैं और you are looking for miracles, if you are curious, you have opened your mind, then you will definitely find out more and more miracles in this world. But if you think that these are just ordinary things, then remember that miracles are hidden in ordinary things, and we have been so used to having miracles that we have started looking at them as ordinary things. 7 years ago, when I first discovered the secret and the magical power of gratitude, I made a list of all my desires. It was a long list. At that time, there seemed to be no possible way my desires could come true. Nevertheless, I took my top 10 desires and carried them with me on a piece of paper every day. तो ऑथर जो है वो अपने 7 साल पहले का एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर रही है और वो कहती है कि मैंने द सीक्रेट मतलब जो भी लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन का साइंस है, मुझे सबसे पहले 7 years बैक मिला और उसके बाद आई स्टार्टेड मेकिंग माई ड्रीम लिस्ट। बहुत बड़ी लिस्ट थी और उस वक्त पर मुझे लगा भी नहीं था कि ये पॉसिबल हो पाएगा, लेकिन आई टुक माई टॉप 10 डिजायर्स एंड कैरिड देम विद मी ऑन अ पीस ऑफ पेपर एवरी डे। Whenever I had an opportunity, I would take out my list and read through it, giving as much gratitude for each desire as I could, as though I had received it. तो वो कहती है कि मैंने अपने 10 सपनों की लिस्ट सूची बनाई थी और उसके बाद जब भी समय मिलता था और जब भी वो पॉसिबल हो पाता था, मैं उस लिस्ट को हमेशा पढ़ती थी। तो इस प्रैक्टिस से वो एक्चुअली क्या कर रही है, शी इज थिंकिंग अबाउट इट, शी इज फोकसिंग ऑन इट। और जब आप बार बार उसे पढ़ते हैं, उसके बारे में सोचते हैं, तो धीरे धीरे आपका विश्वास भी मजबूत होता है, क्योंकि बार बार सोचने से आप उस पर एक्शन भी लेना चालू करते हैं। एंड व्हेन यू टेक एक्शन, योर बिलीफ improves. So with my number one desire, the desire I wanted more than anything else, I kept it constantly in my mind, and I would say the magic words, thank you, for it multiple times in a day and feel as if it had come true. तो ये कहती है कि जब भी वो अपने लिस्ट को पढ़ते थे तो उसके जैसे ही एक एक लिस्ट और एक एक डिजायर को पढ़ती है तो शी सेज थैंक यू फ्रॉम हर हार्ट एंड शी फील्स इट एंड मल्टीपल टाइम्स इन अ डे. वन बाय वन every desire on my list magically appeared before my very eyes. अब देखने के लिए तो ये 4 sentences का एक पैराग्राफ है, बट कैन यू सी हाउ मच प्रोसेस मस्ट हैव बीन गॉन थ्रू इट. मतलब ये डिजायर को रियलिटी में आने के लिए द ऑथर has gone through many challenges and difficulties, but the most common factor and the most constant factor that she carried with her was gratitude. One by one, every desire on my list magically appeared before my very eyes. As I received my desires, I would cross them off my list, and when I had new desires, I would add them to my list. तो जब भी इनकी पूरी डिजायर की लिस्ट खत्म हो जाती थी, शी यूज टू मेक अ न्यू लिस्ट. तो इनके एक जो डिजायर थी उसका अनुभव जो है ये इन्होंने शेयर किया है. तो लेट्स सी व्हाट शी सेज अबाउट इट. एंड इट इज ट्रूली एक्साइटिंग. यू कैन जस्ट लिसन टू दिस एक्सपीरियंस और आप विजुअलाइज कर सकते हैं कि आप भी इस तरह का एक्सपीरियंस चाहते हैं. बिकॉज व्हेन यू विजुअलाइज इट for a long period of time, you are listening to the words also, then there are more chances that your desires will be manifested. One of my desires from my original long list was to travel to Bora Bora near Tahiti. After spending a beautiful week at the exact place in Bora Bora I had listed, another beautiful thing happened. I was flying to the mainland of Tahiti on my way home when the airplane stopped en route to pick up passengers. The flight had been empty, but it filled to the brim with native Tahitians and suddenly laughter, smiling faces, and a happiness that was palpable surrounded me. So she says that इसमें से इस पैराग्राफ से हमें ये भी समझ में आता है कि the author was actually a little bit anxious to travel to that place which was far away from her residence, and when she was traveling there she found out that airplane was not actually full and not many people were traveling there. But then when when it was flying to the mainland of Tahiti on my way home, suddenly there were many people, especially native Tahitians, and the place was filled with sudden laughter, smiling faces, and happiness. As I enjoyed the short flight with these beautiful people, it became crystal clear to me the reason why they were so happy. जब भी कोई बहुत ज्यादा खुश इंसान दिखता है तो आपके मन में क्या क्वेश्चन आता है? डोंट यू एवर थिंक दैट मुझे समझ में नहीं आता ये इतने खुश क्यों है? And if you go to them and ask about the reason, they will also say that I don't know why I'm happy, because there's no reason for it. So basically, happiness doesn't require any reason. And as we all can have that question in our mind, she also had the same question, but she found out through her observation because she was curious to know that they were grateful. So grateful people are happier than other people who are not that grateful. They were grateful to be alive. They were grateful to be on the airplane. They were grateful to be with each other. They were grateful for where they were going. They were grateful for everything. I could have stayed on that plane and traveled around the world with them. It felt so good to be with them. And then it struck me that I had just received my final desire. Bora Bora was the last desire on my original long list, and the reason I was on that plane was before my very eyes, gratitude. तो जब वो वापस आ रही थी तो उन्हें समझ में आया कि ये तो मेरी सबसे आखिरी विश लिस्ट की सबसे आखिरी डिजायर है. And now she understood that all her desires on that list were fulfilled, and she could sense that why did that happen? Because she was in gratitude. And because of this gratitude, she could fulfill all her desires. I have shared this story as an inspiration for you because no matter how big your desires seem to be, you can receive them through gratitude. Even more than that, gratitude will bring a joy and happiness for life that you have never felt before, and that is truly priceless. अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि इतनी सारे बड़े सपने सही में सच होंगे कि नहीं, then author says that हो सकता है अगर आप gratitude में हैं. अगर आपको लगता है जरा मुश्किल हो रहा है, मुझे why am I not being able to achieve my dream? That means you need to increase the dose of your gratitude. और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो आप किसी भी मटेरियलिस्टिक चीज से नहीं खरीद सकते हैं वो है your inner joy and happiness. So gratitude brings you inner joy and happiness, which is the most precious thing you have. That is priceless. From the time I began using gratitude and the law of attraction to the time I received my final desire on my original list was 4 years. So 4 सालों में author has fulfilled most of her desires. To give you an idea of the enormousness of receiving all my desires in that amount of time, when I created my desire list, my company was $2 million in debt. Can you imagine this number? $2 million in debt. Agar means if we talk about ordinary people like us or ordinary people that we are surrounded with, even a few thousands of debt actually makes us think about it again and again. But author says that she was $2 million in debt, and I had 2 months before I would be forced to shut it down and would lose my home. मतलब अगर वो पे नहीं कर पाती हैं तो she would lose her home and she would shut her company down and everything that she owned. The money I owed on my personal credit cards was a small fortune, and yet on my desire list was to own a big house overlooking the ocean. इतना डेप्ट होने के बावजूद she was still dreaming about owning a big house overlooking the ocean. She wanted to travel to exotic places in the world, to have paid all my debts, to expand my company, to restore my relationship, every relationship to the best it could be, improve the quality of my family's lives, to be 100% healthy again, and have unlimited energy and excitement for life, along with the usual list of material things. If you can see, whenever a person undergoes stress, अब stress किसी भी चीज से हो सकता है, stress इस तरह का कोई डेप्ट हो या फाइनेंशियल चैलेंजेस हो तो स्ट्रेस हो सकता है, रिलेशनशिप अगर ठीक से नहीं चल रही उसका स्ट्रेस हो सकता है, इफ यू थिंक दैट यू आर नॉट एक्सपीरियंसिंग दैट मैक्सिमम हेल्थ, उस चीज का भी स्ट्रेस हो सकता है. तो स्ट्रेस के वजह से इम्पैक्ट क्या क्या होता है, इफ यू कैन रीड बिटवीन द लाइंस, द ऑथर सेज दैट आई वांट टू रिस्टोर एवरी रिलेशनशिप. मतलब जब भी आप स्ट्रेस में होते हैं उसका प्रभाव आपके रिलेशनशिप पर पड़ता है, एंड दैट टू इन अ नेगेटिव वे, और आपकी हेल्थ भी अफेक्ट होती है, एंड देन you don't have much energy and excitement for life because your mind is filled with thoughts of stress about that particular thing. अब ये stress किसी भी चीज का हो सकता है. According to her, her stress factor was her debt, that $2 million in debt. So when she realizes it, she starts creating a new dream list in her mind. क्यों? क्योंकि उनकी जो एनर्जी है अब अगर डेप्थ पर फोकस करती है वो, तो ऑब्वियसली देयर विल बी more possibility that ये debt और ज्यादा multiply हो. But what does she choose? She chooses to create another desire list in her dream, and she chooses to focus on that list. So this list is about her new dreams of owning a huge luxurious house besides an ocean. The other list also contains having the best possible relationships. Maybe she's going through low in her relationships also, as well as the financial low. She wants to feel healthy again, and she wants to have unlimited energy and excitement for life, along with the usual list of material things. And my number one desire, which seemed like an absolute impossibility to many of the people around me, was to bring joy to millions of people through my work. Wonderful. तो इनका सबसे important desire ये था कि जो भी मैं काम करूं इससे मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल, मतलब दुनिया के कितने सारे लोग हैं, उन्हें खुशी मिलनी चाहिए, उन्हें कुछ अपलिफ्टमेंट मिलनी चाहिए. तो वैसे देखा जाए तो हम सारे ह्यूमन बीइंग्स की जो अंदरूनी कोर जॉय होता है ना, उसका सोर्स ही ये है, टू स्प्रेड जॉय टू अदर पीपल्स लाइव्स. इवन इफ इट इज जस्ट वन पर्सन, अगर आपके वजह से एक इंसान भी खुश हो जाए ना, तो आपको अंदरूनी जो खुशी महसूस होगी वो आपको पैसों से खरीदी हुई चीज से मिल ही नहीं सकती. एंड यू कैन डू दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट. आप कोई भी बहुत ही ज्यादा एक्सपेंसिव कोई चीज आपने आपके लाइफ में खरीदी होगी अब तक, तो अब उस चीज को याद कीजिए, क्या वो खुशी वैसी ही है आज भी जितनी खुशी आपको तब हुई थी जब आपने खरीदी थी. हो सकता है कि वो आपका डिजाइनर ड्रेस हो सकता है, डिजाइनर रिस्ट वॉच हो सकती है, आपका मोबाइल हो सकता है, दैट माइट बी योर कार, दैट माइट बी योर वेकेशन, वॉट एवर इट इज, you bought it with money. But now today, if you stand at this phase of life, you don't feel that happy as you felt at that time. लेकिन अगर आपकी वजह से किसी इंसान के लाइफ में इतना बड़ा चेंज होता है कि मे बी अ पुअर चाइल्ड गेट्स एडुकेटेड, मे बी अ हंग्री पर्सन गेट्स फूड, मे बी समवन गेट्स सो मच एनर्जी फ्रॉम यू दैट दे शेयर दैट आपकी वजह से आपसे कॉन्वर्सेशन करने के बाद मेरी जिंदगी बदल गई, आई एम नाउ मोर फुलफिल्ड, आई एम हैप्पियर, आई एम रिचर, आई एम मोर फुलफिल्ड, मेरे रिलेशनशिप ज्यादा अच्छे हैं। तो ये जो खुशी है ना, ये आपको जिंदगी भर वही लेवल का जॉय देगी जो आपको आज मतलब उस वक्त महसूस हुआ था जब उन्होंने आपसे शेयर किया था। बिकॉज दिस इज द ट्रू पर्पज ऑफ ह्यूमन बींग्स, टू एलिवेट ईच अदर, टू एलिवेट ईच अदर। बट the difference is that some people realize it and discover it, and other people discover it at other times. So we all have our different timings, and that is perfectly fine. So the author has expressed that desire to bring joy to millions of people through my work. The very first desire that I received was bringing joy to millions of people through my work. The rest of my desires magically followed, one by one, as they appeared before my very eyes. I crossed them off my list. So now it's your turn to use gratitude's magical power to make your desires appear through your very eyes. At the start of the day, take your top 10 desire list that you created. अभी आपको जो हमने शुरुआत में फाउंडेशन लेवल पर डे 0 में एक हमारी जो डिजायर लिस्ट बनाई थी उसे लेना है, रीड थ्रू ईच सेंटेंस, हर सेंटेंस को पढ़ना है, एंड डिजायर ऑन योर लिस्ट, एंड फॉर 1 minute imagine or visualize that you have received your desire. So this is a principle: act as if, think and imagine as if it is already there, present in your life. Feel as much gratitude as you can as if you have it now. तो इसके लिए इतनी ज्यादा कृतज्ञता महसूस करो जितनी ज्यादा आप कर सकते हैं। क्यों? पहले आपको ये विश्वास करना होगा कि ये पहले से आपके लाइफ में मौजूद है। एंड दिस इज द मोस्ट चैलेंजिंग पार्ट जनरली इन द मैनिफेस्टेशन प्रोसेस, बिकॉज वी फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट टू बिलीव समथिंग विच इज नॉट देयर. This is the biggest roadblock, and this roadblock creates an obstacle in between you and your dream, because आपको लगता है कि हाँ ये मेरे डिजायर तो है और आई एम प्रैक्टिसिंग ग्रेटिट्यूड, लेकिन फिर अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो, अगर उनका कॉपरेशन नहीं मिला तो, अगर मैंने ये सोचा है लेकिन ऐसा हुआ ही नहीं तो, अगर मुझे इतने क्लाइंट्स नहीं मिले तो, अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो. सो मेनी टाइम्स 1% एक डाउट रहता है और हम फियर में जाते हैं कि अगर शायद ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा. एंड दिस सबकॉन्शियस माइंड का जो रिकंडीशनिंग है उसकी वजह से हम कितनी भी ग्रेटिट्यूड की एनर्जी डालें, स्टिल वी फाइंड आउट दैट सालों साल हमारी कोई एक डिजायर होती है वो पूरी नहीं होती, बिकॉज वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ डाउट एंड फियर एसोसिएटेड विद दैट डिजायर. तो ये ब्लॉक कैसे रिलीज होगा? तो दिस रिक्वायर्स ट्रेनिंग, दिस रिक्वायर्स one-on-one coaching, this requires proper subconscious rewiring. But then if you can get rid of that block, if you can get rid of that belief, subconscious belief, which is a limiting one, and you heal your trauma within, then there will be no obstacle, because it will be very easy for you to take action with full faith. And so feel as much gratitude as you can as if you have it now. तो सबसे पहले आप शुरुआत कर सकते हैं, एक छोटी डिजायर को लीजिए जिसके बारे में आपको पूरा विश्वास है कि ये हो सकता है. इफ यू टेक a big desire in the initial days, then it will be very difficult for you to create and strengthen your faith. So carry your desire list with you today in your pocket. On at least 2 occasions in the day, take out your list, read through it, and feel as much gratitude for each one as you can, as though you have received it. तो आपकी जो डिजायर लिस्ट है उसे आपके पॉकेट में रखना है, और जब भी आपको समय मिले बार बार इस लिस्ट को निकालना है, उसे पढ़ना है, और जितना ज्यादा हो सके उतना आपको ग्रेटिट्यूड जो है वो महसूस करना है, एज इफ you already have it. If you want your desires to come more quickly, I would highly recommend that you carry your desire list with you in your wallet or purse from this day forward. तो आज से आप रोज ही अपने डिजायर को अपने साथ कैरी करें, and whenever you have time, open it up, read through it, and feel as much gratitude as you can for each one. When your desires appear before your very eyes, cross them off your list and add more. And if you are like me, each time you cross a desire off your list, you will be in tears of joy, because what seemed impossible was made possible through the magical power of gratitude. और जब आपको लगता है ये नहीं हो सकता, इम्पॉसिबल है, बट you fill your mind with constant thoughts of gratitude and that desire gets manifested into reality, then she says that feels इतना कृतज्ञता महसूस करो कि आपके आंखों से खुशी के आंसू आ जाए. So उसके बाद when you feel that ये तो impossible था और possible हो गया, so your faith will be strengthened and you will be more faithful of the magical power of gratitude. तो विश्वास इसी से मजबूत होता है जब हम एक कोई छोटा सा कार्य करते हैं और वो सफल होता है. लेकिन वो छोटा कार्य करने के लिए सबसे पहले हमें सोचना होगा, विश्वास मजबूत करना होगा, एक्शन लेनी होगी, तभी वो रियलिटी में आएगा. और जब एक डिजायर अगर आपकी छोटी है वो फुलफिल हो जाती है, एंड देन यू गो टू द नेक्स्ट एंड नेक्स्ट एंड नेक्स्ट, slowly you will find out that you can manifest small desires and bigger dreams also. So magic practice number 22 before your very eyes. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, at the start of the day, take your top 10 desire list that you created. Number 3, read through each sentence and desire on your list and for 1 minute imagine and visualize that you have received your desire. Feel as much gratitude as you can. हर वाक्य को पढ़ना है और उस डिजायर को 1 मिनट के लिए विजुअलाइज करना है कि जैसे आपको वो डिजायर मिल चुकी है. अब उस ग्रेटिट्यूड को इतना ज्यादा फील करें जितना पॉसिबल है. Number 4, carry your desire list with you today in your pocket. On at least 2 occasions in the day, take out your list, read through it and feel as much gratitude as you can. Number 5, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So this was today's magical practice. तो आपको एक लिस्ट लेनी है और फिर उसे बार बार पढ़ना है और ग्रेटिट्यूड महसूस करना है as if you already have it. अगर ये प्रैक्टिस आप रोज ही करते हैं, in spite of the fact that you are thinking whether I will be able to do it or not, आप एक खुद के साथ ही एक्सपेरिमेंट कर सकते हैं और वो ये है कि जब आप ग्रेटिट्यूड को कॉन्स्टेंटली प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, एवरी मिनट एवरी आवर, हो सकता है इसके लिए आपको अलार्म भी लगाना पड़े आपके मोबाइल में, आपके जो लिमिटिंग थॉट्स है ना वो इस ग्रेटिट्यूड से भरने लगेंगे. स्लोली आपका डाउट, डिसबिलीफ, फियर धीरे धीरे, दिस इज अ वेरी स्लो प्रोसेस, इट विल स्टार्ट गोइंग अवे एंड देन यू विल फाइंड आउट दैट अभी आप धीरे धीरे ज्यादा से ज्यादा समय तक ग्रेटिट्यूड में रहते हैं. जब आपका सेल्फ बिलीफ मजबूत होता है ग्रेटिट्यूड की वजह से, आपके एक्शन लेने के जो इनिशिएटिव है उसके वजह से, बिकॉज ऑफ योर क्यूरियोसिटी, देन you become a miracle manifestation magnet. And in that scenario, no force in this universe, no force in this world can stop you from achieving your goals, from achieving your dreams and desires. So that's all for today. If you have any question, the platform is open for you if you want to share or ask any question. Okay, so there is no question, I think, and there is no sharing as well. Make sure that you observe your life closely, you observe yourself closely, so that in 8 days, when we will be finishing these practices, we will be able to share it. Because on the last day, we will have that sharing session, जहां हम देखेंगे कि इन 28 दिनों की practice, not 28 days, but we can say almost a month, is at the end of this 1 month, what have we achieved and how can we look at ourselves now. Maybe आपने इसके पहले बहुत बार इसकी practice की होगी, but gratitude is a muscle which needs to be developed with effort and time. अगर आप इसे छोड़ देते हैं तो you will be out of gratitude. और अगर आप इसे जब तक कर रहे हैं तब तक आपको इसका मैजिकल इफेक्ट भी महसूस होगा, बिकॉज दैट इज द मैजिकल पावर ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर पेशेंट लिसनिंग. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ मैनिफेस्टेशन एंड ग्रेटिट्यूड इन योर लाइफ. एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग हियर ऑन दिस जर्नी टुवर्ड्स ग्रेटिट्यूड. So see you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. with another chapter. Till then, keep smiling.